Hey, Barry. So, well, we're going to finish her up, or we're certainly going to try to finish her up today. I do know from the side I've already got done, I think it's over a little over a foot. So this is going to be a 24-inch necklace when it's all said and done. So, oops, got my strings all wrapped up here. Got to get them separated from each other. We don't want any knots. Okay, got quite a bit of string left, even though I know I'm finished with the one side. So got quite a bit of string left, even though I know I'm finished with the one side. So got quite a bit of string. Double timed. Where is everyone? Probably still over on Dorothy's channel. She was showing the bargain bead box. So we'll wait for a little bit before we turn down. I've been sorting beads this morning. Realized I don't have any earrings on. Oh well, c'est la vie. I usually do, but sorry. I actually pushed the wrong button. Hey Beth, how's it going, sweetie? So, yeah, probably over at Dorothy's channel because she was showing the bargain bead box, so they're probably still over watching her. I've been sorting beads this morning, and so I was a few minutes late myself because I've been playing with some stuff. I was trying to find my copper, where'd I put them? I know I thought I brought them back in here. Okay, that's good. I found my copper nibs and I put them in a box, and now I don't find the box. I would have swore I brought it in here, but if I did, where did I put it? Just a second. I think I know where I put it. Very strange. Maybe I didn't bring it back in here. Maybe it's in the other room. Well, we'll worry about it when we get to the point where we need it. I would have swore I brought it in here, but I'm not seeing it, so. But I did find them, so I know they're around. I'm just not sure where exactly I put the box, which is sort of weird. Anyway, let's turn down and we'll get started. Hi, Georgina. Because we're just going to finish up this other side of this necklace. It's turning out quite nicely. I'm pleased with it. So we'll dump our beads out of our baggie here, get our tweezer out, and we'll get started on this baby. Let's turn down. There she is so far. This is the one side finished with our flower at the bottom. Then we go with the two flowers up this side. And now we're going to go this side. See, I did get the knot out and fixed this side. Did to right here. We're going to do our other 3 pearls here. And then so we're right here. So we'll do our other 2 pearls, and then we're going to do this pattern, then this guy, and then this pattern again, then back up to pearls. So see, this one is guess I better get the tweezer out, huh, if we want to do this. I did get the knot out. It was right here, the screwed up one. I got it out and put the next pearl on. It looks pretty good. It's looking pretty good. So now we need to put the knot here. So round 1 and 2. Come on, 2. Tweezer through. Hold on to the base. Pull this guy up. Pull the tweezer out. Push down. Okay. Now that one was a teeny bit loose, but it's not bad. Not enough that I'm going to worry about it. Now for the next pearl and spacer. Come on. One, 2, tweezer through, push it all the way down, and pull it up, push it down. And this one's loose too, not as loose as it could have been, but it is a little loose. Oh, not so much. But anyway, now we're going to go to the pattern, this pattern right here, because we're now going to put this big one in after that pattern gets put in place, and then we'll put the pattern again on top. So hey, Sharon. So now this is right here, and we're going to put the big guy on next. Oh, it needs a spacer. We can do that. Spacer, the big guy, a spacer, and then we'll be doing this pattern again on the other side, and then back up to these pearls. So we need a spacer first, and then this big guy. Go on right here. So. It's quite a few earrings, though. I make earrings all the time, too. I have a whole bunch of them hanging right up above me there that I haven't even put on earring cards yet. So I'm not sure how many I have. I think I have a couple hundred pair in my Etsy shop. At least 100 pair in my Etsy shop. Oops. No, no, no. Well, it's close enough, I think. Slipped off. Yeah, close enough. I would have liked it a little tighter because of it lets the bead cap pull loose, but it's all right. Let's see if we can get it to push down. Nope, she's there. That's all right. I find that's the biggest issue I'm having anymore is that my, look at this, it's big enough it slides over the knot. That's all right. So 1, 2 is that I let my tweezer come loose before it should. So hold, pull it all the way. And then push down. I let the hematite go over the knot. Now it's knot doesn't look like it's there, and it's tightened the other one up. Come here, you. Get the spacer out of you. I need you. Thank you. Oops, bumped a light, sorry. 1, 2, tweezer, hold, get hold of the string, pull it up tight, push her down. Here we go. Da-da-da. Bye, Sharon. This is the one that gets the spacer on both sides. I got my Dee Dee's bead box that Angel ordered for me today in the mail. I was supposed to get a bargain bead box order, but it didn't come up, didn't get here. So I imagine it'll be here tomorrow. But if we get done with this, we'll open up the Dee Dee's box. I haven't ever had a Dee Dee's box, so I don't know what they're like. Somebody was opening one the other day, and I commented that I had never got one, and Angel purchased it for me. This one doesn't want to go through, which was really sweet of her. So if we get done with this in time, we'll check that out. So there's the 3. Through. Come on, go through. One. Oh, come on. 2. Now we're back to this pattern again, and then the 3 pearls, and I think we will be done. So let's see. At least it looks like I need another couple of the bead caps out. It's easier to do once your strings get shorter. They were actually longer than I need. I did 2 wingspans because Randy said you need at least 1.5 wingspans to be safe, and 2 if you want to be really careful. And since I'd never done it before, I did 2 wingspans. And it looks like I could have got away with just the 1.5 because I got quite a bit of string left. But that's all right. I'll save it for something else. hold it that tight down there. Bring this up. Pull it out. Slide it in. I think we just got the three more pearls and we'll be done. It is going to be a bit longer than I'd originally planned, but that's all right. I can live with it. The reason I didn't ever want to try this is because I was afraid I'd get the knots way screwed up. And I have screwed up a few, but only a few. So I'm not real stressed about it. We want to be difficult here and not go through. So we'll get a different one. Yeah, here's a couple more that are loose, so we can try one of these. Oops. Sounds like my notifications may still be on. Sorry about that. That just means it's a lot more pretty. Thank you, Georgine. So, last one. Let's get everything out of the way here. Looks like I have one more of these and a whole bunch of my ball spacers to put away. 2. Get in here. Hold it. Bring our knot into place and push it down. And see what I mean about all this extra string I had? This one's even longer because this was the one that it slid sort of sideways. And that when I did the first one in. So I need to find those nibs now wherever I put them. But this is what it looks like. All finished. They should be about the same length, I think, because of how I did that middle section. Let's see how off they are. Maybe a little bit, but not too much. Not enough I'm going to worry about it. So, isn't it pretty? So, we have our little bits and pieces to put away here. And I need to find what I did with my copper nibs. I had them here. I put them in a box, and now they are, I don't know where I put the box at. So I am going to have to find my box, obviously, where I put my nibs at. Hopefully hopefully I won't have too much difficulty finding where I put it. But we just have to put a nib on, tie a knot at the very end, and then we just close our nib up and put our hardware on, just like we would if it was a Coriana chain or something like that. But instead of a crimp inside, we just put a knot inside. So just a second, and I'll see where I put those things at. What are you knowing about when I need to go to the bedroom? I think that must be where I left them at.
What?
My nibs that I just found.
I had to move some of your stuff. I had
Then
wanted
move.
to lay down, but I couldn't. My arm would, or shoulder would quit bitching at me.
Oh, okay, I understand that.
Oh, come on, Timmy. Oh, yeah. Ow. Oh, get out of the way.
Okay, found them. So I actually even have some copper ones, which are I like triple the price of the normal ones, but that's all right. So we get top two of those. Take one of our strings, go through our nib here, drop it down into there. 1, 2, tweezer, and we're going to hold it way down at the base inside the nib. Bring your, whoa, didn't get it in the knot. Glad I noticed that. Okay. Yep. Okay. Pull her down. Nope, don't go around the nib, go into it. Like I said, that's my biggest problem. I keep letting go of the interior thread when we're trying to pull the knot down. So I need to work on that issue a bit. I need it down a little lower than that. Come on, a little lower. Now we'll push her down into there. And I'm probably going to put a little bit of glue on this before I cut the thread off, just to be on the safe side, to make sure it's going to stay put. Oh, it felt like it just slipped a little bit in here. Don't like that thought. But we'll glue it a little better. So now we'll do the other side. I did a Heather disappearing act. Yeah, I had to go find where I left these at. Sorry about that. I thought I had brought them in here, but apparently I hadn't. I've been separating stuff again, trying to get some more stuff organized. So 1, come on, 1, 2, through. Now we're going to grab it right at the base of the thread, and this time hopefully we won't let it fall off. Pick it up. Sorry I bumped the camera. Push the knot down. Now, quite frankly, I don't know which glue would be better, hypo cement or super glue on this particular thing. It's not like it's stretch cord and would break, I wouldn't think. So super glue would probably be fine. So I may just put a drop of super glue on them. Once this dries for a bit, we'll cut the thread and then we will close our clamshell up. Then we can put findings on. And she'll be all done. My first knotting project. A few loose knots, but not too bad. Not anything I'm really concerned about. Is one knot enough? I think so. It felt pretty stiff stuck when I pushed on it, the nib, to see if it would hold. So I think it's fine. Just got glue on my fingers. Cut this knot off. Though if we're worried, I suppose we could tie another one and just let it drop right into there with that one. See, I've pulled and it's not coming out, so I think it's fine. But we can tie another one if it's something we want, if we're worried about it. So I wonder if I can, well, I've got glue. I'm not sure I want super glue on my tweezers, but we'll see anyway. Cut our thread. Oh, come on, cut. Now we got like 2 feet of thread here left. Now we'll push the knot down into there as we close it up. Just knock something on the floor. Surprise, surprise. There we go. So there's our nib on. This side we'll do the second knot too, so we have 2 knots in there. Oh, poop. Drop the knot. Oh, well, we'll go right beside it there. String is sticking out a little bit on this nib, but I'm not going to worry about it, I don't think. Well, we'll see if I can just trim it off with my flush cutters so it doesn't show so much. And no, it wasn't the knot sticking out. It was just the extra little bit that was hanging on the end of my knot. See, I got lots of string left, so I can use it for something else. Like Randy always saves her pieces and says use it for something else. So now it just needs the findings on it. Oops, just dropped one of those beautiful big pearls. Don't want to do that. So I even have pearls left for another project. Maybe some earrings or something. Match it, because I do have 2 more of these. Actually, I think I have 4 more of these. So we need our copper. Thank you. I don't know what it is with the copper ones, but they're always in a big bunch like this when I get them out. Well, that's got only 3 on it, closer to what I want. Now I don't have any, wow, these are stiff. I don't have any copper Tinky Tots, so I can't use any Tinky Tots on these, but that's all right. We'll use these guys. These are a little bit, they're not round, but they're not quite oval. Randy calls them C's. So I need to, that's the closure one. Need to get one more open here for the lobster claw, which I'm going to do another disappearing at because I got to go get the lobster claw. This one can go back in the box. Hey, Lily, what's up, baby girl? I don't have any actual copper lobster claws, but I do have rose gold, which is a lot closer than regular gold. So where's my other end? There it is. So go through both sides of the nib soles. Aaron, come here, baby. And I already tested this. She's all done. Beautimous. that pretty? Thank you. I'm quite pleased with it. Like I said, there's a few knots that are a little looser than I would like, but nothing that I'd have a freak out about like I did with that one I screwed up down here. So not quite symmetrical because we did a little difference right here in the middle, but I like it. But it is about 24, 26 inches bigger than I would have normally made it. See, that's 12 right there. So we got another inch. So it's about 26 inches. But it's pretty. Now, these ones are only one-sided carving, whereas these are both-sided, so it doesn't matter if these flip, but this does have to be more careful. So there's our beading, our knotting project all finished. And I even did on air. See, this one's a little loose. See how that font comes loose there a little bit, but it's all right. It's not anything I'm going to freak out about. Thank you. I like it. I think it turned out really cool. I decided to put my crimp tube. These are crimp beads for my Coriana chain, but I've sort of decided to put them in these little bottles instead of these bottles because even though these are great, with these nails, they don't want to, the tops are harder than heck to get off. So I think I'm just going to put them in these type of bottles from now on, and then I don't have to worry about that. Anyway, since we've got our little knotting project all finished, we're going to pop down here and we're going to get my Dee Dee's bead box out. I've never had one before. As I said, this was a gift from Angel. I had commented that I'd never got one before, so she sent me one. I don't remember whose box we were looking at. Was that yours, Dorothy? Anyway, so I got this lovely little gift card from Dee Dee's for my box here. Thought that was really cute, and so we'll open this baby up. Like I said, I've never got a Dee Dee's gift box before, so we'll see what we think of it when it comes. I think it was Dorothy who was opening one when she did that. So let's get this box opened. Got a tissue in here with pretties inside. Put this box aside to put things back into. A little thank you sticker. And this is the Sweethearts February edition of Dee Dee's Deluxe Bead Box. Soft, elegant, and thoughtfully balanced, Sweethearts is a Valentine-inspired curated palette that captures delicate beauty with a feminine, minimalistic touch. This edition features gentle rhodonite gemstones in blush and rose tones, complemented by luminous pearls, soft pink hues, warm grays, and subtle gold accents, creating a graceful, and timeless harmony. Bye, Georgina. It was very sweet of her. I was really pleased. Your first Dee Dee's box is out for delivery, Kimberly? Wow. So anyway, we've got, I'm going to put the tissue back in the box so we don't lose it. Materials are included. Sweethearts inspired by Czech designer strand. So let's find the edge of this bag and we'll dump it all out. Let's see what we have here. Sweetheart Designer strand. I wonder if that's this or if this is a different. I think that must be this, the Sweetheart Designer strand. Now this is a pretty strand, but I really don't like a bead cap that's that much bigger than the bead it's over. I would prefer a little caged one over it, cap, tighter cap, but this is a pretty strand. So there is strand. 3.5 inch 8 by 6 millimeter natural micro-faceted pink rhodonite oval gemstones. Okay, that's these guys. Ooh, those are pretty. It's a very tiny strand, but they're really, really pretty. Faceted rhodonite. So next is a 7.5 inch strand of 6 millimeter natural pink, matte pink rhodonite gemstones. Oh, you would. You know I hate matte, but they're not bad. But there's the matte rhodonite. See how much more dull they look than these, though? So that's one of the reasons I don't care for matte, is because they look so dull. Next is a 7.5, 6 millimeter natural matte rose quartz. Again, matte, so not my favorite, but they're pretty. We'll use them. 16 inch 4 millimeter mini glass pearl barrel beads. That would be these little guys. Those are pretty. Natural matte gray Picasso jasper. That must be these guys. Boy, that's a long strand too. 15 inch strand. Four millimeter 14 karat gold matte hematite cubes. They're in this baggie. Little hematite cubes. That one's a little bit off, but that's all right. So gold hematite cubes. 4 millimeter eggshell white faceted crystal rondelles. It says they're loose. They're not loose. They're a strand right here. There is some more loose stuff, but it's not these. So those are pretty. 12 inch, okay, 15 inch 8 by 5 millimeter smoky gray faceted crystal teardrops. That's these guys. They're very pretty. I like those a lot. Then we have a natural pink rhodonite star-shaped gemstones, 6 pieces. Are those pretty? They're little. Let's get them out of the bag here. Run the gamut of the pinks, from this brownish pink to this really dark pink. Very pretty, pretty little pink rhodonite stars. And then we have an 18 millimeter silk pink with copper wash starburst check heart. Okay, that's this guy right down in here. Right here. Isn't he pretty? And lastly, we have one piece, or a bonus is 1 piece gold-plated heart-shaped pink rhodonite pendant. Now, this is like the pendant we got in the Bargain Bead Box Valentine group, though I don't think we had rhodonite. We had rose quartz rather than rhodonite. So it's pretty. I like this rhodonite. Has lots, is more pink than anything. Mine is. It's got a few little black speckles and white speckles, but it's mainly just pink. So that is our Dee Dee's February Sweethearts edition of the Dee Dee's Bead Box. Now, I gotta say, I think my favorites are these little rhodonite ovals. They're so pretty. Next would probably be the gray teardrops here, or the rhodonite stars. Both are very nice. I really like the pearls. I'm not a big fan of matte beads, as everybody knows, so I am a little disappointed that we got 3 strands of matte beads in here, but I'll work with them. These are cool. I like this bead right here in the middle. This is a melon teardrop. Those are nice. Got some little pearls in here, so quite the mix of on that strand. So that's our Dee Dee's bead box for February. It's called Sweethearts. So hey, Dorothy. Dorothy, I was that it was you who opened a Dee Dee's gift box, and an angel then was on and said I commented I'd never had one before, and she said that she would get me one. So this is a gift from Angel. This is Dee Dee's gift box. As I was saying, I could have done without all the matte stuff, but I can use it. I'll live with it. And if I decide I don't like it, it will simply go into my my giveaway box. But yeah, I will probably use them just because these were a gift. We don't want to be dissing our gift here. So let's pop these back in here. Like I said, I would have preferred the bead caps to be smaller to fit more on these teardrops. But we'll use them for something bigger. They work on these pearls. So all kinds of fun goodies. I do really love these little faceted rhodonite ovals. Pop these back into their box. Oops, I got them too spread out. Got to spread them out some so they'll fit better. And we want to thank Angel for this pretty little box. Like I said, I'd never gotten a Dee Dee's box before, and this is a really cute little box. Opening this package will cause extreme happiness. Yeah, I like it. It's good. So we'll set that aside. Maybe we'll see about making some earrings to match our necklace here. What do you think, guys? Shall we do that? I've got some more like these, like I said, so we could do that. No, you've never ordered one. I wonder who had it that was showing it, and I said that I'd never had one. Maybe it was on Late Night with Beck and Jenny. I'm not sure. But anyway, here's our bead strand. Like I have 6 because there's still 7 because there's still 5 in the box.
Wow.
So eek. Oh, I needed another pearl. Duh. Oh, it's over here. Guess I did get two. Might have been Becky and Jenny. Yeah. I do remember, I just remember I commented that I had never had a Dee Dee speed box, and Angel said, oh, she would order me one. And so
Wow.
let me see, I should have some copper head pins. Trick getting them out of where they got them at, though. Oops, dumped something over. Dumped a lot of somethings over. Oh, there's swivels. Okay. Hey, Sid, how's it going? So, my copper bead wires are pretty wonky, so we'll have to straighten them up some. By that flower, it's the opposite direction, isn't it? Well, we'll see what we decide to do here. We'll put the other one together the opposite way, like the little one is here, and see if we like that one better. Okay, what do you think, guys? This way or this way? Or one of each? We could do just one of each. Bye, Beth. Oh, hi, Chris. So we, like I say, we could do one of each, or we can go either way. This is more of what's in the necklace, though this is more here. Though if I were to truly go there, I should put the hematite in as opposed to the pearl, but I think we want the pearl in. My original thought was I would like this one better because it has the two colors on either side of the white. But then I look at this and I really like this, and it does match up the necklace better in this section right here. So I think we'll flip it over and do it like this one. This is wrapping poorly. This one didn't want to wrap straight. See, it's popping up there. We're going to see if we can get it back down into place where we want it. Let's see, there we go. So there is the one. We just got to put it on its ear wire. It's a little crooked, so we're going to straighten it up some here. There we go. And then we just got to wrap this one up. And since we don't have bright copper, or any copper for that matter, we're either got to use gold or bronze to put these on. Oh, come on, I only want a couple. So there we go. Earrings to match our new knotted necklace. So, and the earring matches this section right here. They're pretty. Turned out nice, didn't it? I'm pleased. That's all right, Mary. We're going to leave in just a minute ourselves. We're about done here. So let's turn up. And there's the earring that we made to match our necklace. And then here is the necklace. It is pretty long. And of course, this focal is going to flip because it's a middle piece. It's, it's right, the hole's right through the middle, but that's all right. It will lay down when it's on. And of course, since it doesn't actually hang in a specific way, you can always even twist them around to so it sits sort of on the side if you want it to do that, like this. See if I can show you what I mean here. See how it's sitting sort of sideways there? Or you can just push it so it's in the middle. Go a lot sideways if you want. That. So anyway, there is what we made today, this pretty necklace, and the knotted necklace. Finished it up from the start yesterday. I think it turned out pretty good. I did put a clasp on it, though it really didn't need one. We could have just knotted the two ends together. And then our earrings to match it. So there we go. So we're going to go for the day, or hopefully, I didn't see Heather on, so I don't know if she's coming live. I assume she is. She generally does anymore. And we got about a little less than 40, about 43 minutes till she'll be on. So if she's coming on today. So I hope everybody has a nice evening, and we'll see you all tomorrow. We'll have to come up with a new project for tomorrow. Maybe we'll try making something with our Dee Dee's box. We'll see you later. Bye-bye, everybody. This has been Rose from In Rose's Garden.